at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, the WideOpen Motorsports Pro Late Models. Tonight we are here in Rossburg, Ohio, here at the famous Big E, the Eldora Speedway. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler with you for the call as we get set for qualifying here on the program. We're about to take a look at some of the drivers that are about to hit the racetrack here. $250 to win here tonight as Josh Blanchard in the Mike M Designs entry, going to be one of the first cars to hit the speedway. Those drivers will have a couple of laps of qualifying. We'll move into 3 heat races and then followed up by a B main. Dylan Thomas 16.303 sets the bar. Dylan Petty with a 16.358. Donnie Batiste with a 16.337. What can Josh Blanchard do here tonight? We're about to find out. Lap number 1, Barrett Bishop meanwhile goes quick time with a 16.234. Jonathan Adkins in car number 17. You'll see probably a couple of 17 cars here tonight. Barrett Bishop has set the time. Speeder charts number 1 with a 16.234. Adkins with a 16.553. Gary Peck on screen in car number 88 with a 16.529. His best lap or his first lap. Next lap is going to be a quicker with a 16.315. Meanwhile, Curtis Bishop. Curtis Bishop has got 16.177. On the speedway right now in car number 1, that is Jonathan Wiley. Jonathan Wiley in car number 1. Still probably a handful of cars to lay down the lap time. First lap time for Jonathan Wiley, 16.633. What can Wiley do here on lap number 2? Meanwhile, Brandon DeBusk with a 16.406. Wiley will not improve. Colton Truly in the 6.15. Colton, apologies if I butchered that name, but Colton will be the 25th driver to take a lap time. We had 27 drivers signing into the pit area for tonight. We're just waiting on Ryan Porter and Kendall Tucker to go out there and set the lap time. Of course, this will set up the heat races with the inversion of 18. So over the 3 heats, we'll see the drivers. Quick qualifiers come from position number 6. Here he is, the Swindell Speed Lab K1 race gear, car number 00. Kendall Tucker, a heavy favourite coming into this race here with the WideOpen Motorsports Pro Late Model Series. Well, not so much of a series, but a Pro Late Model race. $250 to win here at Eldora. Tucker looking to take some cash away here on this Friday evening. Lap number 1 for Kendall Tucker, right on the inversion. 18th quick, and talking about playing the inversion right, he's done it exactly. So Kendall Tucker's first lap, 16.410. Looks like he may just go out for another lap here. Maybe just doing some adjustments there on the race car. Maybe just trying to tighten it up just a little bit, but we'll see what he can do. Just over 60 seconds left in this qualifying session. Of course, a big thanks to WideOpen Motorsports for allowing Ultimate Dirt TV to cover the $250 to win race here at the Eldora Speedway. And of course, a big thanks to our sponsors and partners here at Ultimate Dirt TV. A big thanks to Wicked Cushion, World of Thunder Racing League, and Loud Pedal Productions. Kendall Tucker's, there it is, 16.410. It's the only lap that he's going to get in. Ryan Porter on screen in the All Black entry, 16.485, 16.485 on lap number 1. What can he produce here on his second lap? Trying to best a time of 16.177 set by Curtis Bishop. Barrett Bishop 16.184. Brett Rolls with a 16.250. Porter's last lap 16.467 will not change, as that will conclude the qualifying end here at the Eldora Speedway for the WideOpen Motorsports Pro Late Model Race here on this Friday evening. Of course, big thank you to everyone that's tuned in here tonight, live across the Facebook and YouTube feeds as we get set right now. Let's take a look at those official results for you for qualifying, and Curtis Bishop with a 16.177. 1,000th of a second over Barrett Bishop. So Bishop's going 1 and 2 here tonight in qualifying. Brett Rolls third quick. Gregory Rory in fourth. Jesse Powell rounds out the top 5. Brandon DeBusk, Trevor Garreau, Dylan Thomas, Dylan Petty, Gary Peck, your top 10. Brennan Weeks, Donnie Batiste, Justin Flagg, Brian Wood, John Lobb, Cody Sieber, Corey Austin, and Kendall Tucker. The top 18 drivers there for the qualifying results. And, well, you'll actually see Kendall Tucker, Corey Austin, Cody Sieber all start on pole for the 3 heat races. Speaking of 3 heat races, let's take a look at heat race number 1. Your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Cody Sieber scheduled or lining up on that pole position. On the outside of the front row in the WideOpen Motorsports, car number 12 of Justin Flagg out of position number 2. Position number 3 in car number 88 out of Florida, it's going to be Gary Peck, and Trevor Garreau will start position number 4. Then we go back to Gregory Rory, lines up out of position 5, and tonight's fastest qualifier, Curtis Bishop, lines up out of position number 6. Josh Blanchard, driving car number 02, will start position 7. Jonathan Adkins will start position number 8 in car number 17. And Ed Brown in car number 4 going to start position number 9. Heat race number 1, the WideOpen Motorsports Pro Late Models here at Eldora. We are green here at the big E, and it's going to be Cody Sieber to lead them down into turn number 1 and 2. Gary Peckham on the inside. Oh, there's contact with 2 and 3 wide. 5 hustling and bustling down the back straightaway. Peck on the 75 of Garreau. Garreau's going to go upside down. We stay green and keep an eye on Josh Blanchard. He'll look to move into the inside, look to move into position number 3 over Curtis Bishop. But Curtis Bishop, your fastest qualifier in the number 03 machine, now looking for second over Gregory Rory. Out of turn number 2, the truck is juiced up at the moment, but we're still going side by side for second and third. Rory on the outside in the 16 machine. Curtis Bishop right in the middle right there in the 03. Then you go back to Josh Blanchard. Now keep an eye, it's the top 6 that goes straight through from the heat races straight into our 50-lap main event. Everybody else goes through to the consolation races, and right now Blanchard was he's looking in a transfer, looking at a top 3. He tried to make the move by Curtis Bishop, but Bishop now coming back after Gregory Rory down into turn number 1 and 2. They ride the top side. 8-lap heat races, and we're about 5 laps in the books, this time by Cody Sieber. Again, who had played the inversion absolutely perfectly, started on pole, and he is walking the field with this one. Rory doing a nice job in the 16 machine to hold off the fastest qualifier tonight. But again, it's all about just getting inside the top 6 positions here in your heat race. 2 to run. Once you're in the top 6, you worry about the 50-lap main event later on. Into 3 and 4. Single file out of turn number 4. Cody Sieber will greet the white flag. 1 to run here in heat race number 1. Down the back straightaway we go for the final time. Cody Sieber on screen right now out of turn number 4. He will be victorious. He will get the win. Heat number 1 goes to Cody Sieber. Gregory Rory going to come home second. Curtis Bishop home in third. Josh Blanchard home in position 4. Rounding at the top 5 goes to Jonathan Atkins. And in that 6th and final transfer position, you'll see Ed Brown come home in position number 6. Justin Flagg, Gary Peck, and Trevor Garox. Those 3 drivers, 7th, 8th, and 9th, all going to the consolation race later on after heat race number 3. Heat race number 2, cars making their way out onto the pit road as we'll take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid in the Goon Squad Racing Caliber 92 entry of Corey Austin going to start on pole. To his outside, Brian Wood going to roll off at a position number 2. Brennan Weeks in car 11 will start position 3. Dylan Thomas will start position number 4. Jesse Powers lines up out of position 5. Barrett Bishop, second fastest qualifier tonight, will start position 6. Ryan Porter will start position 7. Colton Colton, again, apologies if I've got that name mixed wrong. He will start position number 8, and Jonathan Wiley going to roll off at a position number 9 in the Mid-South Dirt Slingers entry. Heat race number 2. Same concept as heat number 1, 8 laps on the board. Top 6 going to go through to the 50-lap main event, the WideOpen Motorsports Pro Late Models. Pace truck about to make its way back into pit road. Here we go, the 92 of Corey Austin. And the green flag flies, heat race number 2. Brian Wood in the number 80 machine now in that black entry. Starting to get some challenges from Thomas and Weeks behind them. Keep an eye on Barrett Bishop. Bishop on the top side into turn number 1 and 2 in the number 3 machine. He'll now get around the outside as he moves into position number 4, but down to the inside goes Dylan Thomas. You race up for turn number 4 for second, third, and 4th. Bishop getting a run now up on the top side. Oh, look out, the 80 gets tight. He squeezes him into the wall. Oh no, Brian Wood goes around on the back straightaway. Meanwhile, truly in the 6:15 entry, he's now going to move into position number 6. Jesse Powers just on his inside in car 32, the Full Velocity Racing Network entry. Battle on for 5th and 6th on screen just there. We take a look now. Dylan Thomas coming after your race leader. 4 down, 4 to run. Halfway home in heat race number 2. Halfway home in the entire 3 heat races. Thomas gets a run down into turn number 3 and 4. He'll ride to the cushion. Austin stays mid-track. Around the outside goes Dylan Thomas. He will take the race lead. Look at Barry Bishop trying to catch up to the top 2 right now. Nose to tail down into turn number 3 and 4. Thomas comes back down to the middle of the racetrack. Austin back there in second position again. He has got the fast number 3 behind him, stuck in the middle of a couple of threes. The 03 of Dylan Thomas, your race leader. Austin in second, and here comes Bishop now. Stays in line. The white flag flies. Heat race number 2 of the WideOpen Motorsports Pro Late Models here at Eldora. Austin got a good run there on Dylan Thomas in the middle of turn number 1 and 2. And we go down the back straight away for the final time. Dylan Thomas going to be victorious. Second, it was a drag race, but can confirm Corey Austin gets the win. Third is going to go to Barrett Bishop. Brendan Weeks comes home fourth. Colton Truly in position number 5, and Jesse Powers going to get that sixth and final transfer position. Heat race number 2 results showing up on screen. Thomas, Austin, Bishop, Weeks, Truly, Powers, your top 6. Ryan Porter in 7th, going to the B main. Jonathan Wiley also heading to the B main along with Brian Wood. So far we've got the 6-car consolation race. We've still got to put a couple of more cars in there right now. Looks like heat race number 3 cars are on pit road. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid in the Swindell Speed Lab 00 machine of Kendall Tucker. Going to start on pole. On the outside of your front row, it's going to be John Lobb out of position number 2. Position number 3 in the Mid-South Dirt Slingers entry, that'll be Johnny Batiste, and Dylan Petty lines up on his outside. That'll be positions number 3 and 4. Brendan DeBusk in car number 3, going to start position number 5. Brett Rolls, who went 3rd quick tonight, will start position number 6. Ronald Piles will start position at number 7, and Michael Martin rolls off out of position 8. And Caleb Pinsonolt. Caleb, again, apologies from Ultimate Dirt TV for potentially butchering your name there. Well, if I'm a betting man, and I am, I'm betting Kendall Tucker. He's going to win this very, very comfortably. Third and final heat race of the night again. Another 6 cars to go through to the main event. Green flag is out. Kendall Tucker will lead us off for turn number 4. Pace truck is in. A lot of drivers going straight to the top side into turn number 1 and 2. Danny Batiste, the 19, was on the inside of Dylan Petty. Meanwhile, Brett Rolls are on the outside. Slide job coming here from Dylan Petty. He will take second. 3 wide momentarily. John Lobb in the blue and yellow machine on the 28. On the outside, but Brett Rolls is going to quickly move into second position right now after 1.5 laps. Rolls trying to advance some more positions in that 17R machine. Dylan Petty coming after your race leader of Kendall Tucker, but here comes John Lobb back to the inside of the 17R machine. Brett Rolls going to fend off that challenge down into turn number 3 and 4. What can Dylan Petty do in the 5P machine? 3 laps in the books here at the Eldora Speedway, heat race number 3, the WideOpen Motorsports Pro Late Models here at Eldora. It's a cool $250 to win tonight, I believe it is. Petty to the inside again on Kendall Tucker. Man, he's not having his own way right now, but Kendall Tucker gets good momentum, good drive. The 3, here it comes. That is Brendan DeBusk in the 3 machine. Puts a slider there on John Lobb and Ronald Piles in the 68 machine for Full Velocity Racing Network. It's moved into that 6th and final transfer position. 2 to run this time, but for your race leader, Petty gets into the wall. That's going to allow Brett Rolls to close the gap between themselves, but I think time's running out for Brett Rolls. It'd have to be a big mistake from the Mike M Designs number 5P machine into 3 and 4. Rolls nearly tagged the back of Dylan Petty after he got contact with the outside concrete wall. 1 to run. Oh no! Petty makes a mistake in turn number 1 and 2. It's Kendall Tucker now comfortably out in front into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, Kendall Tucker. Look at the battle line for second and third. Rolls putting it to Dylan Petty. Kendall Tucker got a win. Heat race number 3. Dylan Petty home in 2nd. 3rd goes to Brett Rolls. Brendan DeBusk in 4th. Ronald Piles 5th. And John Lobb rounds out the top 6 that are going to make it straight through to your main event. With Donny Batiste, the Mid-South Dirt Slingers number 19. Well, he heads over to the consolation race. The B-Main, Caleb Pinsedolt and Michael Martin in position number 9. Again, going straight to the consolation races. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. As we take a look here in tonight's B-Main, the WideOpen Motorsports. Car number 12 of Justin Flagg going to start on pole. On the outside of the front row, that'll be Ryan Porter lining up at a position number 2. The Mid-South Dirt Slingers entry, car number 19 of Donny Batiste will start position 3. And Gary Peck in car number 88 going to start position number 4. Jonathan Wiley, car number 26 for Mid-South Dirt Slingers, will start position 5, and Caleb Pinsedolt will start position number 6. Trevor Garox will start position number 7, Brian Wood at a position 8, and Michael Martin lining up at a position number 9. So out of these 9 drivers, Ryan Porter missed the start. He's going to be finding it very difficult to get into the main event tonight. We take the top 6 from this one, and they will lock themselves into our A main. Of course, in about 3 minutes' time, we got another broadcast going here on the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook page. Steve McMillan calling the Dirt Clash Super Street Series at the Lernerville Speedway. The street stocks, followed by the Pro Late Models and then the midget cars. Here we go. Green flag is out, 8 laps on the board in tonight's B main. It's Justin Flagg leading Gary Peck. There's Donny Batiste in the 19 machine. In 3rd position. Caleb Pinsedolt in 4th, and now Jonathan Willing is into 5th. Meanwhile, Brian Wood in car number 80. He's got the last ticket to the main event. Wiley, a little bit out of shape down the back straightaway. Looks a little twitchy, that race car down through turn number 3 and 4. Meanwhile, Pinsedolt sitting in 4th position in that 0 machine. Here comes the move by Brian Wood on the inside. Slide job there on Wiley. Trevor Garox now up on the inside. In the 75, he'll look to take 6 away out of turn number 4. He's got it at the start-finish line. 3 down, 5 to run. Meanwhile, that may have been Michael Martin there trying to throw a big slider there into turn number 1 and 2, and it was. Jonathan Wiley on the outside looking in at this stage. Meanwhile, back up towards the front of the field. We've got a battle on for the race lead right now. Gary Peck trying to get by Justin Flagg, and now Donny Batiste coming to the inside. 3 to run that time by past your start-finish line, the B-Main. Just the one consolation, the one B-Main here tonight. Gary Peck goes upstairs into 3 and 4. Trying to set a 24-car field for 50 laps around the Eldora Speedway. We'll have a warm session after this one. As Donny Batiste having some troubles there in turn number 1 and 2. Speaking of 1 and 2, it's the 12 of Justin Flagg getting the white flag. 1 to run here in the B-Main. Navigating through turn number 1 and 2. A-OK down into turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag about to come out, and Justin Flagg, he's going to the main event along with Gary Peck. He comes home 2nd. Donny Batiste home in 3rd. Brian Wood in position number 4. Caleb Pinsedolt comes home and rounds out the top 5. And Trevor Garox. What are we going to go with on that one? Garreau? We'll go with Garreau. He gets the 6th and final transfer position. And he is going to the 50-lap main event here, of course, presented by WideOpen Motorsports, the Pro Late Models. Jonathan Wiley for Mid-South Dirt Slingers. Michael Martin and Ryan Porter, 3 drivers, unfortunately. Well, their nights are over, and they will take no further part in tonight's program. Of course, a big thank you to, of course, WideOpen Motorsports for allowing Ultimate Dirt TV to cover the action. And followed by our wonderful sponsors here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Big thanks to Wicked Cushion, World of Thunder Racing League, and Loud Pedal Productions. Thanks, Trevor. Giroux. See, I was right the first time. Alright, we'll take a quick break here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Come back in just a few moments' time. You're watching the WideOpen Motorsports Pro Late Model Race here at the Eldora Speedway. Right here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Just a quick break here on Ultimate Dirt TV, but the warm-up session is complete. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate Dirt TV's coverage. The WideOpen Motorsports Pro Late Models here at the Eldora Speedway, Rossburg, Ohio, plays host to a 250 to win race. And we are so very happy to be here on Ultimate Dirt TV and happy to bring you the action. It's time to take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid, and let's go from the back to the front, starting at a position. Oh, why is that not coming up? There we go. Trevor Giroux in car 75 going to start at a position number 24. At a position number 23, Caleb Pinsonolt. Brian Wood going to roll off at a position number 22 on his inside. At a position 21, that's Donny Batiste. At a position number 20, we'll see Gary Peck. At a position number 19, that is Justin Flagg. Your ninth row on the outside, John Lobb. At a position number 18 on his inside, that'll be Jesse Powers at a position 17. At a position number 16, that'll be Ed Brown on his inside. At a position 15 of Ronald Piles for Full Velocity Racing Network. Colton Trawley will start position number 14 and Jonathan Adkins will start position number 13. Then we go to the first 6 rows of Brandon DeBusk starts position number 12 and Brennan Weeks starting position number 11. And your top 10 will look like this. Josh Blanchard rolls off at a position 10 on the outside of row 5 and he's inside in car number 17R. That is Brett Rolls. What a couple of fast qualifiers. First and second qualifiers here tonight. Baron Bishop starting position number 8 on his inside. At a position 7 it is Curtis Bishop. At a position number 6 of the 5P of Dylan Petty will start on the outside of the number 92, Corey Austin, starting position number 5. And Gregory Rory lines up at a position number 4. Hot favourite coming into tonight, Kendall Tucker, the 00, will start position number 2. Your front row, Dylan Thomas will start position number 2. And Cody Sieber starting on pole for tonight's 50-lap main event. It's time to drop the hammer here at the Eldora Speedway, and we are green for the WideOpen Motorsports Pro Late Model Race here at Eldora. And Sieber going to lead them down through turn number 1 and 2. Thomas on the outside of Kendall Tucker. They'll drag race down into 3 and 4. Tucker with a big slide job looking for the race lead, but here comes Sieber. Back to the inside, Cody Sieber going to lead lap number 1. Tucker right at the top side, looking to cut her back down to the inside out of turn number 2. Oh, there goes Dylan Thomas. Spin of the car to the inside, keeps it going. We stay green And Kendall Tucker going to lead lap number 2. Long race here at the Eldora Speedway. Look at Gregory Rory on the outside of Dylan Petty. Let's try and keep an eye on the Bishop boys. And we are yellow, yellow, yellow for the first time tonight. Let's take a look. Let's go back and take a look here at your wicked cushion instant replay. And try and find out what happened here to bring on the first caution flag of the night, the 32 entry, that Full Velocity Racing Network. That was a bit of a short slide job there. Let's back that up a bit. Again, we'll take another look at that one. For the 32 of Jesse Powers here. And sliding up. Just well, I mean, he was clear. So that does fall back on the 4 machine of Ed Brown, but man, there was some contact there with the 28 machine. Look at these drivers just hustling and bustling down the back straightaway. The 8 machine. That's Brian Wood. Man, he got hit there by Donny Batiste as well. Man, it was all happening down the back straightaway. That brings on the first caution flag of the night as we start to come back. We'll be welcoming you back to live pitches. Pace truck, lights are out. We're getting set to go back to green flag action. Back underway here at the Eldora Speedway. We are starting at lap number 7 of 50 as Kendall Tucker looks to walk away with this one. Sieber on the outside of Petty. They'll go 3 wide. Petty through the middle, and here comes Gregory Rory up on the inside. Don't look now because here comes a Bishop. It is Barry Bishop in the outside of the number 3 machine. 3 wide out of turn 4, now 2 wide down the front straightaway. Slide jumping coming by Dylan Petty. He puts the move on Cody Sieber, but Sieber turns it back underneath him now. Sieber going to reclaim second position. Petty run on the top side. Sieber big slider line from the bottom to the top all the way through turn number 3 and 4. So caution laps, caution laps counting at the moment. 10 laps in, 40 to run here at Eldora. Dylan Petty around the outside on Sieber. Now here comes Barrett Bishop. Bishop crosses from the top to the bottom, looks for a slider, looks for position number 3. He will have it out of turn number 2. Sieber getting shoveled back to 4th position. Meanwhile, here comes another 3, and here comes another Bishop. This time it's Curtis Bishop now. Where does Curtis Bishop go? He stays high into turn number 1 and 2, right in behind the 357 of Cody Sieber. Meanwhile, your race leader is out by 2.5 seconds. There's a big slider there from Curtis Bishop. Barrett Bishop, oh man, a 2.8 second lead is now gone. It'll come back to nothing because there is a massive incident here on I believe it might have been the back straight. Let's take a look at your wicked cushion instant replay. The 17 of Jonathan Adkins. Oh, hang on. Let's go back a little further because poor old Biles. Now, Brandon DeBusk, here it is. In fact, it doesn't even start with DeBusk because it's the 22 of Brennan Weeks getting into the outside wall, the concrete wall on the back stretch. There goes DeBusk. DeBusk turns in. Piles nowhere to go. Gets into the back of the 3 of DeBusk. And then all carnage ensues from here on out. The 17, Jonathan Atkins, sorry, that is. Man, that was some hard contact for a couple of these drivers, and you just start to see the field start to come through there. I look at Corey Austin trying just getting around the outside, but man, that was yeah, that wasn't a couple of drivers playing nice, and just a little bit of a racing incident there. Come back to live pictures. We're back to green flag action right on cue. Down into 1 and 2 they go. Tucker slide alone. Dylan Petty around the outside of Barrett Bishop, and now Curtis Bishop. This could be a race for the ages. Barrett Bishop's looking for the slider, looking for position number 2. He's got it at the start-finish line. He'll protect the bottom side down into turn number 1. Petty trying to stay low, mid-track now on the exit of turn number 2. Now Curtis Bishop around the outside into turns 3 and 4. Petty slides up. Dylan Petty, the 5P, now back to position number 4. Oh, that's nice of Dylan Petty. I just noticed on the rear spoiler on the left-hand side, he's got the UDTV logo, so we'll give him a bit more free airtime right now as he battles with Curtis Bishop. That's a good battle for 3rd and 4th on screen. Gregory Rory has Dylan Thomas now trying to come back into your top 5. As yellow flag is out for our 3rd time tonight, as I believe this was Caleb Pincenalt, who had drivers here in the 0 machine. I believe he's driving. Yes, he is there. The blue and white. Oh, gets into the back of Gary Peck. Now let's back that up a bit, because let's take a look at what happened here with Gary Peck. Comes out of turn 2, excuse me. So they are side by side. He's got a run, gets a little loose there. Comes down the racetrack into the 3 of Brandon DeBusk, and that 88, the Team HAR, Full Velocity Racing Network, number 88 machine. Gets hit there from Caleb Pincenalt, and unfortunately for Gary Peck, he's got some rear end damage on that race car. Third caution of the night. Lights are out, set for resumption in this A-Main, the WideOpen Motorsports Pro Late Models here at Eldora. Tucker, Barrett Bishop on the outside, Curtis Bishop and Dylan Petty. That's your first 2 rows. Rory and Thomas in row 3. Green flag is back out. We're back underway. No surprise to see Kendall Tucker go straight back to the top side through turn number 1 and 2. Dylan Petty into the wall. Here comes Thomas. That's 3 wide as we go into turns 3 and 4. We're back under yellow. Let's take a look here at your wicket cushion instant replay. Ronald Piles in the 68 machine. Just, well, I don't know if that's a racing incident, whether he may have came down the racetrack in front of the 28 machine or not. So, blinks out, comes back in, and the 28... That's John Lobb. We could almost call that a racing deal, because Lobb still somewhat sliding up, but Piles comes down the racetrack as well, and that's just going to put the 68 machine around. In fact, that's a hard hit after here. Watch this. He gets absolutely annihilated there. Not once, but twice. There's Ronald Piles facing the wrong direction there. Lights are out. Again, the field doubles up into rows of 2 by 2. Green flag back out here at Eldora. We've just gone past the half race distance. 26 completed, 24 to run. We look to get this race in the books. We go back into turn number 3 and 4. They're 2 and 3 wide through turns 3 and 4. Everybody hustling and bustling for positions. Dylan Thomas up on the inside of the 3 machine. So there's a lot of 3s near the front now. Dylan Thomas straight into the front of Dylan Petty. Yellow flag is out. We've got Caleb Pincenot and Donny Batiste here. Just coming together. Oh, Caleb Pincenot does a little rollover. That was spectacular. So the initial contact with Pincenot, and it looks like it was Gary Peck. Look at this, 2, 3, 4 wide. In fact, there wasn't any contact. Keep an eye near the back of the fin. No, he just got loose. Oh no, there was a little contact there. Gary Peck just slightly got into the back of the zero machine. Just does one barrel roll, and that is it. Come back to live pictures. We are on 1 to green right now. 19 remaining. As we come out of turn 2, the green flag is going to fly this time by. Tucker going to lead us back to the start-finish line here on the front straightaway. Green flag is out, 19 to run. Now, keep an eye, there's a lot of 3s up in the top 5. There goes Barrett Bishop. Bishop coming after Kendall Tucker, but Kendall Tucker, a world championship driver in the Super Late Models and runs every Monday night on the iRacing and iRacing Esports Network. Catch all the action on the front page of iRacing, or just check out iRacing Esports Network on YouTube. It is Kendall Tucker continuing to lead from Barrett Bishop. And you go back to the 03 of Dylan Thomas, who has had to make his way back into the top 3. Back near the front of the field right now, we've got a battle on for 4th and 5th. There's Curtis Bishop and the 03 on the outside fending off the challenger from the 17R of Brett Rolls. Meanwhile, Dylan Thomas tried something there on Barrett Bishop. Just in front of Barrett Bishop is the 00 of Kendall Tucker. As Tucker with 15 to run. He has got this figured out. The Pro Late Model looking for a nice little payday here at Eldora Speedway, of course, thanks to WideOpen Motorsports. Cody Seaver, who I've been very impressed with, not a name that I've seen here on Ultimate TV, but been very impressed with the 357 machine, as Colton Truly puts the move there on the inside. He, in fact, put the slider into turn number 1 and 2. As now these drivers are back into a rhythm, they start to slide job each other. They're throwing some Hail Marys on each other. But it is Kendall Tucker to lead by half a second. Curtis Bishop on screen. Just in front of him is Dylan Petty in the 5P. Dylan Thomas third. Barrett Bishop in second, who again started the night off, went second. Quick man Kendall Tucker is really driving this 00 machine deep down into turn number 1 and 2. Let's take a look on board thanks to Black Diamond Motorsports, and let's take a lap around the Eldora Speedway with Kendall Tucker. Just working his magic around this big half a mile of a racetrack. Out the back right now, you see the SwindelSpeedLab.com 00 machine. He's just hauling A55 right now. Great shot on board thanks to Black Diamond Motorsports. There will be 9 to run this time by. But closing in slowly but surely. Let's take a look at the last lap times between these two drivers and Kendall Tucker. Well, he has got it all figured out. Barry Bishop on screen. He lost a tenth of a second there on the previous lap. We've got 8 to run. So we are just a heat race distance away. Kendall Tucker's last lap looks to be a 17.033. Nearly a tenth quicker there on Barrett Bishop in second. Try and go back and have a look at what is going on behind these two drivers as everybody starting to spread themselves out here in the closing stages of this main event race, a 50-lap main event. The Pro Late on a big slide job there by Colton Truly on Brett Rolls, trying to get position number 5, but Brett Rolls in that TBR number 17R machine, as cool as you like. Meanwhile, that is Curtis Bishop, who has been scored in 20th position. I'm not sure why it's scoring him in 20th position when he should be behind Dylan Petty in 5th. But as we're already in the lap traffic right now, Kendall Tucker is putting some lap cars between himself and Barrett Bishop. This time by out of turn number 4. 4 laps remaining. I'm going to say Barrett Bishop, he's not letting Kendall Tucker get away too much. It's about half a second. He's trying something different. Oh, yellow, yellow, yellow. We got a car upside down. It's Brandon DeBusk. Well, let's take a look at how this happened, how this transpired. As Brandon DeBusk goes upside down in the number 3 machine. Contact here with the 17 machine. That's Jonathan Adkins. Adkins gets into the wall after contact, and then DeBusk gets spun around. And how does he go upside down? Well, he's just caught under the front nose of the 17, and well, that's not even a full flip. We'll call that 3/4 of a flip, but ending up upside down, and that's not the way that he would have liked to end his A-Main campaign. So let's see what the timing and scoring does. So looks like we are going to have a green-white checker. Kendall Tucker looking for a nice little payday thanks to WideOpen Motorsports. Barrett Bishop, who has been one of the cars to beat tonight, he has had an absolute hot rod here in the number 3. Here we go. Pace truck is in. 2 circuits remaining around Eldora Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, the green flag flies. Green-white checker, who is going to get desperate as Dylan Thomas, that is in the 03, puts a slider on Barrett Bishop. All the meanwhile, Kendall Tucker says, thank you very much. Just slow him up just a little bit. He navigates through turn number 3 and 4. The white flag is out. Final lap, Tucker protects the bottom side down into turn number 1 and 2. Bishop, here he goes, getting a run down the back straightaway. Who's going to get it down into turn number 3 and 4? Off for turn 4, a drag race to the line. Kendall Tucker wins the WideOpen Motorsports Pro Late Model race here at Eldora. Barrett Bishop going to move up 6 positions and come home in second. And Dylan Thomas, well, a great race from him because he was near the back after an incident there in the opening couple of laps, set him to the rear of the field. But ladies and gentlemen, Kendall Tucker goes to victory lane. And he now gets to park it on the front straightaway. Let's take a look at those feature race results for you right now. Kendall Tucker, officially your race winner here tonight at the WideOpen Motorsports Pro Late Models. I believe it was $250 to win. Barrett Bishop comes home second, and Dylan Thomas rounds out the top three. Brett Rolls comes home in fourth. Brian Wood rounding at your top five. In fact, Brian Wood moved up 17 positions. 17 positions. From 22nd up to 5th. Donny Batiste, a hell of a drive, 21st to 6th. Cody Seaver comes home 7th. Jonathan Atkins in 8th. Corey Austin 9th. And Gary Peck rounds out the top 10. Brennan Weeks home in 11th. Jesse Powers 12th. Caleb Pincenalt in 13th. Dylan Petty comes home 14th. In 15th is Gregory Rory. Then we go back and take a look at Josh Blanchard in 16th. 17th is Colton Truelly. Ronald Piles 18th. 19th is Curtis Bishop. And finishing in 20th position is John Lobb. Brendan DeBus 21st. Trevor Giroux in 22nd. Ed Brown and Justin Flagg for WideOpen Motorsports comes home in position number 24. Well, that'll wrap us up here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Of course, a big thanks to WideOpen Motorsports for allowing us Ultimate Dirt TV to cover the action here at the Eldora Speedway, the virtual Eldora Speedway. Congratulations goes to Kendall Tucker, Barrett Bishop, and Dylan Thomas, your top three. Big thank you to, of course, everybody that have watched here tonight. Don't forget, we've got another broadcast happening right now. Just click over on the videos tab and on the live tab, the Dirt Street Stocks at Lernerville. And, of course, I'll have the Pro Late Models and Dirt Midget cars as well. That is the Dirt Clash Super Street Series as well on the Friday night. And of course, big thanks to World of Thunder iRacing League, Wicked Cushion, and Loud Pedal Productions for their support here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes, we say farewell, good night from the Eldora Speedway, and we'll see you next time on Sunday night for the World of Thunder iRacing League.